good show. I'm hoping those sweepers will stick to their chimneys instead of menacing our neighborhood. Maybe when the police have caught their fugitive, they'll be able to return our streets to normal. Give Officer McCruff my thanks.
So it was those chimney sweeps again, eh? Well, as soon as we have the manpower, we'll restore the ironworks to normal. You've been doing so well, I think we have to give you a badge, or at least a title. Thank you, young wizard.
What? She never told me about seeing one of the O'Leary boys with the shoes later. I wish Watson had followed up with her. Tell Watson that I'm going to drop the charges. I don't feel Wadsworth should stay in jail for something he did not do.
What? Miss Marfley didn't tell me that she saw one of the O'Leary boys with the shoes? Those pesky cats. Mr. Ritchie is dropping the charges? I don't blame him. I guess you can tell Wadsworth the good news, though that doesn't fix everything.
What? Mr. Ritchie dropped the charges? Thank you! I cannot believe it! I'm almost free! I'm not free yet. There is the matter of another crime I've been charged with. But, my friend, I am innocent. Yet again, I am a victim of circumstance.
So, I'm guessing Wadsworth asked you to check into the other charge. Good luck. Abigail Doolittle claims he took a golden ruby. Check with her.
What? You say you're helping out that lousy Wadsworth after he stole my genuine imitation golden ruby? At least I'm pretty sure it was him. All those sweeps at the ironworks do look alike. If you find one with me golden ruby, it will prove he didn't do it. You found me golden ruby! So, another sweep at it. I should have guessed. Blimey! You better tell Watson I'm dropping the charges on Wadsworth!
What? Abigail Doolittle will drop the charges? You found the golden ruby on another sweep? Looks like Wadsworth's innocent after all. He's free to go, with our apologies.
All charges have been dropped, so I'm a free frog again. Thank you. But for now, I actually wish to remain here. They serve an excellent dinner here, and at home, I have no food. Thank you for all your hard work, my friend.
Gadzooks! Dr. H.G. Waggs, our most famous inventor, has been kidnapped. I fear that his clockwork automations may be used for sinister purposes. We're not sure who kidnapped Dr. Waggs, but some of the clockworks now say that they serve Stoker. I'm afraid we don't have a lead on this chap. Dr. Waggs' clockwork assistant has been captured and deactivated. He could tell us where the doctor is, but he needs parts to be reanimated. If you were to get a helical gear, a sprocket idler, and a piston rod, I believe we could get him working again. You'll have to fight to get those parts. Good luck.
Lord Beagle, is that you?
Well, it's not Sherlock Bones. Yes, it's me, in the fur. All thanks to our wizard friend here. No time to celebrate, though. We have to get a move on. We've a trade ship to Crocotopia to catch. Oh, I hope it hasn't left yet.
You inspect the Spiral Cup, the greatest prize in all the Spiral. It looks like it's been here a while.
Greetings, visitor. I am Benedict Glendemming, Master of Arms of Pigswick Academy. For years, I have taught magic and dueling. With my training, Pigswick students have won the Spiral Cup again and again. I am also the judge of this fine competition. My decisions are as fair as they are final. You come from Wizard City, no? You have my sympathy. Let us see if that charlatan Diego has taught you anything of worth. To qualify for the tournament, you must step into the Chamber of the Basilisk, if you will, and defeat Blaze Flamerender. There is no shame in defeat, so do not feel too badly if you do not succeed. Perhaps next year, no?
Well, well, well. A wizard of Ravenwood, huh? I'll go easy on ya. Go and tell Master Glendemick that you won the duel. I wasn't expecting much, but you certainly showed me a thing or two.
So Diego has stepped up his game, no? Very well then. You will not be going home just yet. The tournament consists of 4 rounds of duels, each round against a rival school. You must win each duel to proceed. See Mrs. Dowager outside. She will see to your accommodations within the student dormitory.
Good for you. It's been so long since a Ravenwood student competed. I was worried they'd given up teaching magic there. Now that we've determined you'll be staying to compete in the tournament, it's time to get you squared away. You should report to the student dormitory. There you can meet the students you will be matched against and introduce yourself. You'll be sharing quarters with Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Doomstrider, and Randolph Spellshine. You should also take the opportunity to put your Ravenwood class ring away. There's a small dresser. It should be safe there.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Beatrice Wildwind from Weirwood. I look forward to crossing spells with you. Good luck.
Greetings, my fellow wizard. Please allow me to present myself. Kizai Shugenja, representing Mushu in this tournament. I have longed to pit my magical skills against one of the Ravenwood school wizards, so this is fortuitous indeed.
It's a pleasure to meet you, student of Ravenwood. I am called Nalia Doomstrider, and I come from a place called Mirage. I am unsurprised you have never heard of my world. It is a subtle place, an oasis in a desert of mystery. Perhaps we will speak more before the tournament.
You're the Wizard City representative? The tournament has really lowered its standards this time around, I suppose. You don't think you have a chance of winning, do you? The Spiral Cup isn't going anywhere, and I'll be the one to win it.
You place the Ravenwood class ring in the dresser. It should be safe here. You should report back to Mrs. Dowager.
I trust you had no trouble settling in. It's time you met the headmistress of Pigswick Academy, Belladonna Crisp. She makes a point of meeting all students. Please go to the headmistress's office and introduce yourself. Please don't be late. She's a strong believer in discipline.
I've been waiting. What kept you? I suppose you've been welcomed by Mrs. Dowager and passed Benedict's test, so let's dispense with the formalities. I'm not sure what claptrap and nonsense they fill your head with at Ravenwood, but at Pigswick Academy, we study real magic. The first order of business will be for you to go and meet the professors here. They're a top-notch group, without exception. I hope they can straighten out some of the foolishness Ambrose and his cronies may have passed along. The classrooms are located throughout the city. You should speak to everyone in whatever order you please. They are as follows. Professor Thaddeus Price, who teaches Tempest Magic. The Earth Professor is our very own Chester Drawers. Ember Magic is taught by Professor Anku. Edna Fuligan teaches Spirit, and Chaos is Hieronymus Bunch. Rounding out our faculty are Quentin Burble teaching Frost Magic, and Velma Pepper in the Equilibrium classroom. You look confused. You don't know those schools of magic. Speak to our faculty. Perhaps they can help.
Welcome to the School of Earth Magic, young wizard. From the look of the soil on your boots, you're from Wizard City, right? I am Professor Drawers. Chester Drawers. What? Why are you smirking? At any rate, I teach Earth Magic here at Pigswick Academy. Magic of ground, growth, and the untamed wild. Because my school is that of the Earth, I find it stifling to teach inside, so I lecture outside whenever possible. Other schools teach flights of fancy and arcane manipulation of ethereal flummery, but Earth magic is the magic of the real. From Earth came all things, and eventually all shall return to its clutches. Unless you have further questions, I really must return to my duties. So many papers to grade.
Hello there! Did I surprise you? I'll wager you're thinking, whoa, is that a Yeti? Teaching? I'd never expect that. Chaos! That's the sort of thing I teach here. I am Professor Hieronymus Bunch, and Chaos Magic is my school of specialization. Chaos is the magic of the unexpected, the unusual, the unpredictable. It defies logic and turns things downside up. Anything and everything you can imagine can be found in chaos, except order. Order is boring. You don't want to find that. We'll talk more later, I'm sure. Or am I?
Well, hello there, my little friend. What brings you here? You want to learn about frost magic? You should talk to someone who knows then. Oh, that would be me. Caught me off guard, you did. Right. Where was I? I am Professor Quentin Burble at your service. You may have surmised that I am not from around these parts. I teach Pigswick Academy students about the nature of frost. Frost is fleeting and quick, a fragile and delicate thing. It appears rarely, but when it does, it forms crystals of amazing beauty and complexity. Frost is like magic in that. Do you understand frost magic now? Because I'm afraid I don't know more than that. I'm behind in my lesson preparation.
Why, hello there, young wizard. You have the look of a newcomer to Pigswick Academy. Welcome to my laboratory. I am Professor Velma Pepper, and I teach the magic of equilibrium. My school represents bringing order to the spiral. The natural world is full of confusion and disorganization, and thus it is the role of the equilibrium wizard to create harmony. We must use whatever tools we have in this important duty. All are equal, so long as they perform the task at hand. I trust that what I've taught you instills a semblance of order to your own worldview. Now, though, I must return to work.
Who dares disturb me? You must be here for the tournament, eh? Another of those tiresome Meet the Professors tours. Let me introduce myself, then. I am Professor Edna Fuligen, and I instruct Pigswick students in spirit magic. Spirit magic concerns the ghostly state that exists after life. We are students of the immaterial world. I've heard of problems with Professor Malastair back at Ravenwood. Maybe his assistant Dworgen will be better.
Hey there, little wizard. Fancy meeting you here. Looks like you're out to broaden your educational horizons, eh? If you got a moment to spare, I'd appreciate a little help. No trouble to you, though. I'm looking for some plants native to these here parts. A species of flower called the wallflowers. They're a shy and retiring sort of flower. They'll hang close to walls throughout all of Wisteria. If you could find them all and return to me when you know where they are, I'd be mighty grateful.
Greetings, O honored guest from Wizard City. I am Professor Anku, your humble servant and guide to Ember Magic. Ember Magic is about warmth and security. In the cold dark of the spiral, Ember is like a warm rock to stretch out on. Wizards who study Ember Magic are not very adventuresome and prefer the comforts of hearth and home. Ember Wizards are crafters, doctors, and cooks, using flame to forge artifacts, treat injuries, or bake cookies. So from the Ember we can learn much. Better to be safe and patient than to leap into action. I hope that explains things.
Greetings, young wizard. I am Professor Thaddeus Price, Professor of Tempest Magic. I suppose you're interested in learning something about Tempest Magic, right? Tempest Magic is about duality and hidden meaning. Like the tide, it's about the ebb and flow of life. The surface is stormy, to be sure, but beneath it is dark and quiet, and the waters are deep beyond imagining. I gather they teach a slightly different approach at Ravenwood, but I'm fairly certain that here we have it right.
Did the tour of our faculty help repair the inadequacies of your prior education? Perhaps when the tournament is over, you can transfer from Ravenwood to Pigswick and really learn something. I've heard that at Ravenwood, they teach you that the source of all magic is a tree, and it's in the center of your school. How awfully convenient that must be. Do they really expect you to believe such nonsense? At Pigswick Academy, we recognize that the source of all magic is a fountain, not a tree, and it's right here on campus. If you take a look at the fount of magic, you'll see the error of your ways. It's in the center of campus, not far from here. When you're finished, return here and let me know what you've observed. You're a student. So go on, learn something.
You examine the fount of magic. Looks like any other fountain. Something doesn't add up about this place.
Did you notice anything magical about the fount? I mean, surely you saw how it must be the one true source of magic. You know, we heard from Headmaster Ambrose that you were good at solving problems. I've a mind to put that to use. Go and speak with Captain O'Hare outside the gate to Pegasus Place. Tell him I sent you and that you're there to help.
Sorry, no admittance. Pegasus Place is off limits to students and faculty until further notice. Headmistress Crisp sent you. I'm not sure. If you're anything like the students here, I can't see how that will help. Still, if she vouches for you, then who am I to argue? Let me explain the problem and you see what you can do. Pegasus Place has been taken over by a fierce band of goblins. We don't know where they came from, or how to send them back. You'd be doing us a favor if you could jump in and thin the wood goblins' ranks. Make them think twice about staying. Can you go into Pegasus Place and defeat 6 wood goblins, and return to me when you're done? Be careful in there. You certainly sent some of them packing. Things might be a little safer now that they know not to mess with you. Our head gardener, groundskeeper Vern, is missing. Can you go back into Pegasus' place again and see if he's all right?
Why, hello. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe for students. Wisteria was once wild and overgrown with vines, but we cut them back and made this place a school, Pigswick Academy. I am groundskeeper Vern, head gardener around here. It is my job to know every inch of these streets and parks. These goblins and their hobgoblin overseers are new, arriving just when the tournament was to begin. They're not native to this world of Wisteria, so I would like to know where they came from. Since they arrived, some strange new plants have sprung up on Pegasus Place, and I suspect they're tied to the new visitors. Can you go and collect 3 samples of these strange plants, so I can do some research into their world of origin? Wonderful. I'll compare these to my field journal, Plants of the Spiral, and see what I can learn. With the guards afraid to enter Pegasus Place, the area's undefended. What's the Airy? Well, it's the stables where we raise Pegasi to be trained as mounts and gifted throughout the spiral. If you're up to it, could you check on Lap and Wing Tamer, the stable master of the Airy? The Airy is just down the street.
Whoa! I dared not hope anyone would come to find me with the goblin horde all around. I don't know who was crazy enough to send a kid into this place, but as far as I'm concerned, any help is welcome. My first concern is for the well-being of the Pegasi under my care. Can you help me see to their feeding? Unfortunately, the goblins came through and stole all of their food. I don't know why, because they don't even eat the stuff. Tell you what, if you want to help, you'll get back 5 bags of Pegasus feed. You'd be a lifesaver. Well, good work. That reminds me of an old joke. What do Pegasi like to eat? Flapjacks! Well, thanks for your help. I'd feel much better, though, if I were able to lock the Ares doors against the goblin horde. I left my keys inside, but they were stolen by the hobgoblins when they ransacked the place. Could you recover the stable keys from the hobgoblin who took them? When you get them, bring them back to me.
You've done it. Thanks to you, the area will be secure. When the goblin horde first arrived, I did some scouting to see what was going on. I saw where they came from. The goblins sprung from a magical portal down the street. You should take a look at it and tell groundskeeper Vern.
You examine the magic portal. It would be risky to interfere with it without understanding it. You should describe it to groundskeeper Vern. Maybe he's figured out where those plants came from by now.
Those plants you collected for me earlier were listed as native to the world known as Weirwood. If the goblins are coming through a magic portal, then it stands to reason that they are from Weirwood as well. A student from Weirwood came to the tournament. Beatrice Wildwind, I think her name was. Maybe you've met her. Maybe you can ask her if she knows anything about this magic portal. I'd hate to think she was responsible, but best to check. Get those shears back from the wood goblins. Can you find the wood goblin that took my shears? I can't do my work without them.
What's that? A magic portal? From my world? It can't be! From what you describe, the plant is wild viridian. It grows native to Weirwood, where I come from. The goblins like to use it as a seasoning, so they plant it wherever they go. If it's here on Wisteria, it's their doing. A goblin portal is dangerous to meddle with, but I know of an incantation that can close it, never to return. We'll need some ingredients for the incantation, and those can be found in the Merchant Street, here in Pigswick Academy. Here's a list of ingredients. Visit the merchants listed and return to me when you have the items on my list.
Beatrice copies a list of ingredients from her spell book and gives it to you. Some of these items seem a little strange.
A spindle of enchanted thread, spun from fog and spiderweb? I have that right here.
A crystal? Made of the dried tears of a cyclops? Those are on special this week.
rainbow ink from a sky squid. You're in luck. The shipment from Imperia just came in.
Some adamant metal filings? Sure, I have that laying around. I usually throw it back in the kiln to melt again.
A flask of breath caught from a night gaunt? I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. You're welcome to it.
There, that should do it. Bad news. I looked at my spell book and I realized I have the ingredients for the ritual, but I don't have the incantation. They should have a copy of it at the library here in Pigswick Academy. Could you go to the library and get it? I think the librarian is named Hugo Chatterley. Tell him it's of utmost importance.
An incantation to dispel a goblin portal? That's not exactly the sort of spell we let new students meddle with. That's in the restricted collection. I can only release the incantation with the permission of the headmistress. Speak to Headmistress Crisp and return to me with a permission slip. It's but a formality, but rules are rules. You know, it occurs to me that as a visiting student, you haven't received any instruction in the history of this school. Rather than chew your ear with a boring lecture, I recommend seeking out part of the 4-book series The Pigswick Papers. This fine set of volumes will illuminate the darkness, stoke the imagination, and set you on a path of higher learning. Inconveniently, these works are spread throughout Wisteria, so you will have to keep your eyes open for them.
What's this? I send you to help Captain O'Hare, and the next I hear from you, you're talking about dispelling goblin portals? Very well, then. I'm getting a clear picture of how Ambrose runs his school, and believe me, it's not a pretty picture. Take this back to Chatterley and tell him he's to help you to the best of his abilities. Is that all?
Headmistress Crisp hands you a permission slip for you to access the incantations book that you need.
I understand from your Ravenwood transcripts that you're quite a detective, willing to help solve mysteries. We have a slight problem here in Pigswick's Merchant Street. Someone has spent some false gold, illusions cast on pebbles. Speak with the merchants affected, Oliver Quickneedle, Ophelia Moonreach, and Geoffrey Spellsmith, to find the guilty party.
Excellent. I took the liberty of copying the incantation you need while you were speaking with Headmistress Crisp. Use it with caution.
Hugo Chatterley hands you a strip of parchment paper with the incantation written carefully upon it.
Wonderful! I hope it wasn't any trouble. If you're the only one who has permission to enter Pegasus Place, you'll have to perform the incantation yourself. Just take the items you collected from the merchants and the incantation you got from the library and follow the instructions. You should check in with Groundskeeper Vern before you do anything. He should know what to expect if it goes badly. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I hope.
You came back? Don't you realize this place is doomed? You brought a means of dispelling the magic portal? And all of the ingredients? Let me see that. There is a problem. The final ingredient in the spell requires the soul stone of the leader of the goblin horde. The goblins have spoken fearfully of Lord Graustark. I suspect that whoever he is, he's lurking in the tower down the street. You should go and defeat this Lord Graustark and collect his soul stone, the source of his magic. Only then can you use the incantation to dispel the portal. Return to me when you have done that impossible deed.
Is it time already for my afternoon snack? I don't remember placing an order for Wizard, but you'll do.
you find a small, gleaming gem, shimmering with power. This must be the Soul Stone groundskeeper Vern spoke of. After his unceremonious dismissal from his You follow the instructions in the incantation, using the items you gathered and the Soul Stone to power it. When you finish the incantation, the magic portal vanishes. No more goblins will come through it.
Now that you have those shears back, an idea presents itself. By the great tree, you've done it! Lord Graustark will trouble this street no longer. You should tell Headmistress Crisp the wonderful news. Be proud of what you've accomplished. If you have a bit of elbow grease and some time to spare, I could greatly use some of your help. The vines sprouting all over Pegasus Place need to be trimmed back, and I'm too weary to face them. Could you take my lucky shears and trim back 3 unwanted vines? I've tied a kerchief to them. Come back when you're done. The street looks much better for your efforts, I can tell you. You've shown a real knack for gardening, and you're already in possession of my magic shears. So I have a proposal. There are a few shrubs on the street that need to be trimmed back and shaped, but I've got to admit I'm stumped. I usually have great ideas for what to do with them, but I've exhausted my repertoire. Can you give them a try? Just go to the shrubs and do your magic. Think of something amazing and the shears will do the rest of the work. Amazing work! You have a real knack for this.
What's that? You've impressed me. Maybe you've been able to learn a thing or two about magic, despite your training. Though your aid in the Pegasus Place matter is appreciated, it will not affect your participation in the tournament. Speaking of, it is time for you to report to Mrs. Dowager. The first round of magical dueling is about to commence. You must accept my apology for the delays with the tournament. They're readying some of the dueling halls for the matches. In the meantime, perhaps you can make yourself useful. Our librarian, Hugo Chatterley, is in need of assistance. Please visit the library when you're able and ask Mr. Chatterley if he can find some use for you.
Why, hello again. I hope you've had a relaxing time settling in. Look at the time. The tournament should commence soon. Oh, but I've yet to give the students copies of the tournament rules. Could you be a dear and help me out? I need you to go give copies of the rules to each of the competitors. Here is one for your own use, and copies for Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Dunstrider, and Randolph Spellshine. You can find them all in the student dormitory. Return to me when you've given them their tournament rules. If I might trouble you for a bit more of your time, I was wondering if you could help me find some wayward students. They are being disciplined, but snuck out of the study hall they were told to stay in while they did their homework. They call themselves the Brunching Club. I've looked throughout Pigswick. They must be in Pegasus Place or Tanglewood Way. Their names are Kelsey Dreamslinger, Michael Engelgrinder, Diora Skyflower, and Flynn Silvermorn. Return here after finding them.
The tournament rules? Thank you. It'll be great to duel. I can't wait to see what you've got. Can you help me with something? I lost my diary while I was sightseeing on Pegasus Place, and I'd like it back. I went to look around, but I suspect that one of the wood goblins took it. Can you go to Pegasus Place and get it back?
Most excellent. I was concerned about the lack of formalities. I will now meditate on the coming duel. Muda's smile upon you.
You have my thanks. It is wise for them to enforce rules to this tournament, best for the safety of all.
Rules? I don't need any stinking rules. I've got this tournament in the bag.
Thank you. Now that that little matter is out of the way, we can get started. It is what you came here for, after all. Before you compete for the Spiral Cup, there is a time-honored tradition students have when they want good luck for a test. You should go into the tournament hall and knock on the Spiral Cup. It rings like a bell. But now it is time for your first magical duel. Off now, and good luck.
Thank you so much! You didn't read any of it, did you?
The spiral cup is missing. How could that be? Maybe Benedict Glendemming knows what has happened.
There you are. I noticed the spiral cup was missing, and I wanted to see how you would react to that. This is quite suspicious. With the spiral cup missing, the tournament will be a mockery. Pigswick Academy will be known as the school that lost the prize. You should inform Mrs. Dowager about this. She will know what to do.
The what is what? Do not worry overmuch. I am certain that the spiral cup will turn up sometime soon. It must just be a terrible mistake. If it was taken deliberately, it was undoubtedly the work of someone attempting to discredit Pigswick Academy. No matter. Even without the cup, the tournament must continue without delay. Please report to Benedict in the tournament hall to start.
Mrs. Dowager is right. The Spiral Cup is but a prize. What is important is the skill and courage that wins it. We will see about finding the cup in due course, but now it is time for your duel. You are matched against Kisai Shugenja, our representative from Mushu. You must face one another in the Hall of the Hydra. Return here when the duel has a winner.
Greetings, O honorable opponent. Though I will defeat you, I hold for you the greatest respect. You were the worthiest opponent I have yet dueled. I have learned much from this encounter, and I thank you for the lesson. Master Glendemming awaits word of the outcome of our duel. Could you deliver it to him?
You are the victor? I am surprised. Young Shugenja is quite the duelist. Perhaps Diego taught you something after all. On the matter of the disappearance of the Spiral Cup, I have examined the area and made an important finding. Congratulations on your victory. You should tell Mrs. Dowager what has transpired, and deliver this to her, will you?
Benedict hands you a small sealed pouch with his stamp upon it.
The first round goes to Ravenwood. What's this? A pouch from Glendemming? Let me see what's inside. It is vitally important that someone tell Headmistress Crisp that the spiral cup has been misplaced. Can you do it? Report to her office and let her know that we are still searching for it. Please give this pouch to her and do not open it.
I heard about your victory in the first round. But what's this I hear about the spiral cup? And what's in that little pouch? Benedict Glendemming has sent me a piece of evidence that points to the identity of the one who made away with the spiral cup. Before I make any accusations, I would like you to go to the student dormitory and bring your Ravenwood ring back here. It is probably in the small dresser you were assigned. Please do fetch it at once.
Hello there. Could you help me? I'm in charge of a group of brand new students, and they've gone missing. I was providing the students a guided tour of Pigswick. Then I turned around and noticed they were nowhere to be found. We toured several classrooms, including those of Professor Velma Pepper, Professor Anku, and Professor Edna Fuligen. Could you help retrace our steps, speaking to each of those professors, and see if you can find where they went to?
You searched the dresser for the Ravenwood ring Mr. Lincoln gave you, but it is missing.
Missing, was it? Exactly as I thought. Is this what you were looking for?
Headmistress Crisp opens the small pouch from Benedict, and out falls your school ring.
Glendemming claims this was found at the scene of the crime. It seems highly suspicious. Almost too easy? Headmaster Ambrose must wish to regain the spiral cup, so I wonder if he has sent you to take it by trickery. Still, leaving such an obvious clue at the scene of the crime is such a dunderheaded move, even for a student of Ravenwood. Despite the loss of the spiral cup, the tournament will not be stopped, which means you must return to the tournament hall. Speak with Master Glendemming and see who you are due to compete with next. Return to me when you have completed your match.
Headmistress Crisp wants to continue the tournament. Very well, then. Your next duel is in the Hall of the Harpy. I have drawn lots to see who you will compete with. This round, you must pit your magic skills against Beatrice Wildwind. Speak to her once you get inside the Hall of the Harpy, and begin when you are both ready. The winner must report back to me.
Are you ready to begin? I haven't come all the way from Weirwood to lose this match, so don't expect any mercy. Match, though. Maybe I'll have better luck next year. I'm sure Master Glendemming will want to hear the outcome of the duel. Can you tell him?
You won! Congratulations! Though this does not clear you from suspicion. Report back to Headmistress Crisp in her office. I'm sure she has more questions for you.
You've returned, with the air of victory about you. Very impressive. If you wish to prove your innocence, you'll need to do a bit of detective work. Go to the tournament hall and inspect the area where the spiral cup was taken, where Benedict claimed to find your ring. Inspect the area. See if you can find anything that proves you aren't the culprit. Return to me with your findings.
You find a few tiny leaves, pieces of bark, and some strands of vine. They don't look like they belong here.
That may have been tracked in by the thief. The clues you found might help us determine the guilty party. Perhaps someone tracked in those bits of leaf and bark. Groundskeeper Vern knows all there is to know about the plants found on Wisteria, the world of Pigswick Academy. Maybe he can help you. Take those scraps of plant to Groundskeeper Vern on Pegasus Place and tell me what you learn.
Let me take a look at those. That plant isn't anything native to Wisteria. Ask Professor Drawers outside the Earth classroom. He'll know.
I joined the brunching club to meet interesting people, but all we seem to do is sneak out of study hall.
Very interesting. Where did you find this, you say? It looks like the mysterious new growth that overruns all of Tanglewood Way, but there is no way to be sure. Pity the street is closed off to all students. The spiral cup will never be recovered, and Pigswick will suffer for it. I suggest returning to Headmistress Crisp and telling her that this investigation is at a dead end.
no one was able to identify the mysterious pieces of plant? Most suspicious. All of us at Pigswick Academy must maintain decorum in this trying time, and that means continuing with the tournament. To the tournament hall with you then, where you must meet with Master Glendemming and compete in your next match. Return here when you have completed your duel to continue our investigation into the Spiral Cup's disappearance.
I'm afraid your duel is delayed. You must face Naria Doonstrider in the Hall of the Spectre, but she is nowhere to be found. Can you go to the student dormitory and see if she is still there? Warn her that if she does not show, the duel is forfeit.
I'm ruined. My wand. I lost it somewhere and I can't compete without it. I know we're competitors, but can you help me? I was with Randolph Spellshine when I lost it. My world of Mirage has few plants, and I wanted to see Tanglewood Way. Randolph agreed to help me sneak in to see the street, but it was full of strange and scary tree people. I had to flee. Maybe Randolph Spellshine knows where my lost wand might be. Could you speak to him and see if he saw where I lost it?
Really? Nalia has lost her wand? It's a miracle she knows it at all. What kind of wizard loses their wand? Sure, she dropped it in Tanglewood Way when she fled in fear. I suppose I could have said something, but why would I? If she can't keep track of her wand, and it harms her in the tournament, more power to the rest of us, eh? Go and tell Nalia her wand is still there in Tanglewood Way, if she's brave enough to go get it on her own.
It's on Tanglewood Way? Oh no, I can't go back there. When Randolph Spellshine and I went into Tanglewood Way, we convinced Lieutenant Roger to let us through the gate. Could you go and see if Lieutenant Roger will let you into Tanglewood Way so you can find and return my missing wand?
Hold it right there. No one else will enter this street. 2 students got in earlier and they barely escaped. If you're looking for a missing wand, you might ask Sergeant Harvey over there. He may have seen it before we closed the way.
Sorry, I haven't seen any wand, but then I wasn't really looking when I turned tail and ran right out of there. If you want to go into Tanglewood Way and find that lost wand, there's a small crack in the wall. You can wriggle right through.
This looks like it might belong to Nalia. You should check in with Sergeant Harvey. Then, looking around, you notice a lot of greenery that looks suspiciously like the plants you found in the tournament hall.
You found it. Good work, that. I'm sure Nalia Doonstrider will want to see it back soon.
My wand! I've been beside myself with worry. Thank you so much. Now that I've got my wand, I'm ready to duel. You should go tell Master Glendemming that I'll be there shortly. I'll see you in the tournament hall in the Hall of the Spectre.
Mr. Chatterley in the library could use a student assistant. I've selected you, so please make your way there.
So, Nalia Doonstrider will be gracing us with her presence, will she? I applaud you for your sportsmanship. If she had not shown up for the duel, you would have won by default. Go to the Hall of the Spectre and show her what you're worth, and return to me when the duel is completed.
Once again, I thank you for your effort recovering my lucky wand. I will not pull any punches in our duel, though. I am indebted to you. You showed me courtesy and sportsmanship, and still you defeated me soundly. Tell Master Glendemming that you were the winner today. Good luck to you. I hope you are the one who wins the tournament.
You just might take surprise. I'm watching the standings of all other competitors, and you're one of the few unbeaten wizards. I trust Headmistress Crisp has more business with you. Business concerning the recovery of the Spiral Cup.
I'm astonished. You're doing quite well. Would that Wizard City had seen fit to compete these past few years. So, you claim to have seen something like those pieces of plant from the tournament hall in Tanglewood Way, right? I think the logical choice is to report to Sergeant Harvey at Tanglewood Way and see if he can help you learn more.
I knew you'd be back before too long. I can't help you with the green men who've overrun Tanglewood Way, even if you're sure they took the Spiral Cup. I suggest defeating several of them and seeing if they drop pieces of leaf, bark, and vine like the ones you found. Go into Tanglewood Way. When you've gathered some of that evidence, bring it back to me and we'll compare.
You notice that all of the creatures on this street move and act as if they're part of a single being.
Let's see what you've gathered. It looks like the scraps you took from the Green Men match those from the tournament hall. Why would they steal the Spiral Cup? When the Green Men first appeared, groundskeeper Vern studied them a bit. Maybe he can tell you more.
I don't know much more than you do, but the Earth magic instructor, Professor Drawers, is the real expert on the Green Men. He did a lot of work in Tanglewood Way examining them when they first appeared. He ordered the street to be closed. Go speak to him outside his classroom. Drawers should help you get to the bottom of things. You know, it occurs to me that one of the guards hasn't reported for duty today. Private Eddie is unaccounted for. How about if you go to his home on Tanglewood Way and see if he might have overslept? If he needs any help, be a good sport and help him out, could you?
I was afraid you'd discover that the Green Men were involved. This isn't good at all. This is a most distressing turn of events. Still, I have just the thing to deal with the Green Men and recover the Spiral Cup. Step into my classroom, won't you? And let's see if we can't get you straightened out. I hadn't anticipated you discovering my connection to the Green Men so soon. You won't leave here to warn the others. Now that I have been defeated, I can think for myself. Let me get out of this place. Speak to me in the street. I've never been so thankful for a drubbing, let me tell you. The magical defeat you inflicted has broken the enthrallment Lord Bramble has over me for a while. I will tell you what I can before his spell reasserts itself. Lord Bramble is the culprit, the one behind the theft. Lord Bramble wants to reclaim all of Wisteria to the wild, overgrown state it was before Pigswick Academy was founded. He wants to discredit Pigswick and to pit Ravenwood against it. That is why he chose to have me frame you for the theft. You must go to Tanglewood Way and defeat Lord Bramble in his tower. He has my soul trapped in a wooden doll. Bring it to me. It may be that he still has the Spiral Cup in his keeping. If it has not been smashed to bits, it will be in Bramble's tower.
I knew that Drawers was weak and would fail me, but I did not expect him to fall to a mere child. Come and face your doom.
Lord Bramble drops a small wooden doll, the one Professor Drawers spoke of. And there it is, the spiral cup. To spread the word,
You have defeated Lord Bramble and put a stop to his madness. And with that wooden doll, my soul is now mine again. Go tell Headmistress Crisp that the Spiral Cup is recovered, and the dastardly plot is at an end.
Well, well, well. You have been busy. I'm relieved to put the matter of the missing Spiral Cup behind us, and I apologize for our suspicions. Could you be so kind as to return the cup to the tournament hall and to speak to Master Glendemming about your final match? You've proved your use helping out students and staff. How about helping out a few members of our faculty? One reason we sponsor this tournament is to provide less privileged students a chance at improving their education. Present yourself to Professors Price, Burble, and Bunch and see what aid you can provide. Return to me when you're done.
you return the spiral cup to its proper place.
I thank you for restoring the spiral cup to its rightful place. Though you have proved a worthy duelist, I feel it will stay here. The student you face for your final round of the tournament is none other than Randolph Spellshine. Randolph is my greatest pupil, the finest student I have ever taught in all of my years at Pigswick Academy. Still, you must at least attempt the formality of the duel. Go to the Hall of the Gorgon to face your defeat.
Didn't think you'd show up. Well, you've had a good run, but this is where you meet your better. I know when I'm beaten, though I can barely believe it. You're a better wizard than I am, by far. Go and tell Master Glendemming that you have defeated the best that Pigswick Academy has to offer.
Unbelievable! This hall will be the emptier for the lack of the cup that has adorned it for so long. Go and tell Headmistress Crisp that Pigswick's record is broken, and that Ravenwood is the winner now.
How does that feel? I can't say I'm pleased to see the Spiral Cup leaving our care, but it truly went to the best wizard in the tournament. Return to Wizard City and tell Headmaster Ambrose of your victory, but remind him that next year we will take the cup back.
Malastair has the Croconomicon and said he was going to Dragonspire? This could be trouble. How was your term abroad? Very interesting. Oh, you've done your school proud and showed them what true wizards are made of. Extra credit for you. If Malastair is headed for Dragonspire, he'll need the spiral key, and only the Emperor of Mushu has it.
The headmaster hands you a glimmering spiral key.
Here, take this spiral key and use it to travel to Mushu. When there, you must warn the Emperor not to let the Dragonspire key out of his sight. The fate of all the worlds is at stake.
Greetings, traveler from the City of Wizards. It is always good to see someone from your world visit here in Mushu. So you want to see the Emperor, wizard? I have already said too much. No one may see His Imperial Majesty without permission from His Majesty's guard. However, I can save you some time. Go speak to the guard Noburu Akitami by the Jade Palace. If anyone can help you, he can.
Su Li sent you?
Noboru Akitami stares at you for a moment.
Very well, esteemed wizard. We are honored that you traveled so far to visit Mushu. You seek His Majesty the Emperor, but another wizard such as you has already come before using the same beguiling words. Malastair was his name. Since that unfortunate visit, no one may see His Imperial Majesty. We will make an exception only if you willingly submit to the tests of mind, body, and spirit. I must warn you that no one has ever passed all 3 tests, except for His Imperial Majesty himself. If you accept, Lo Peng will administer the first test by the Rock Garden.
Greetings. I confess that I'm surprised Noboru Wakatami sent you. I have never administered the test of mind to anyone other than a monk. Welcome to the Rock Garden, esteemed wizard. I see you are anxious to pursue your quest. However, there are many evils loose in the spiral, and the one you seek to battle is but one of them. Still, to be as the Muda is to be at peace and pure of mind. I hope that the Rock Garden will lead you to peace as it has for me. Go now. Come to me when you are finished with your journey. I will be able to tell if you are truly pure of mind.
You study the rocks and the patterns in the sand and see the manifestation of inner peace and strength. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared.
Yes, you have learned much. You are on the path to the Muda. Remember to keep this inner peace within you, always. Return to the Emperor God Noboru Akatame with my best wishes.
Lo Peng says that you passed his test. I am now satisfied that you are pure of mind. I expect a wizard can easily pass the test of mind. But what about the test of body? For your second test, challenge Samurai Yoshimotoyo to a duel and defeat him with honor. He awaits you by the water dojo.
You wish to battle me? I would be honored. I've never faced a wizard. Let us prepare and meet again inside the dojo.
impressive. It was an honor to fight you.
It is time for your next challenge. A long time ago, I had a student named Freddy. He was an interesting fellow, as you shall discover. He hangs out in the clock tower on Chelsea Court. Come see me when you are finished.
You walk like a victor. If you defeated Yoshimotoyo, you are indeed a formidable opponent. You must be a powerful wizard to pass the test of body, but your training can't help you pass the final test. One's true spirit cannot be disguised. Many would rather run than face the judgment of the Muda. If you are truly pure of spirit, visit the statue of the Muda at the center of the palace grounds and let your true spirit shine.
You stand before the statue of the Muda, and it suddenly speaks.
Young wizard, you have done much good in your time. The shining spirit of a true hero is evident in you. You have passed the test of spirit. Difficulties approach you, but do not despair. If you keep to clarity of mind, strength of body, and purity of spirit, you will ultimately triumph.
You passed the test. Most esteemed wizard, you are indeed pure of mind, body, and spirit. Forgive my lack of faith. I only thought of the safety of His benevolent majesty. Find my superior, the Jade Champion, within the Emperor's throne room. He will help deliver your message to His Imperial Majesty.
Passed the 3 tests? Noboru Akitame was bold, but wise to administer them to you. You are indeed welcome, and needed here.
The Jade Champion sighs with sadness as you deliver Ambrose's warning about Malastare.
You are too late! The wizard Malastare already petitioned His Benevolent Majesty for the spiral key to Dragonspire. When His Imperial Majesty refused, that foul wizard cruelly wounded him and fled through the gate to Dragonspire. Only His Imperial Majesty can grant you the spiral key, but his wound has made him gravely ill. I trust you to keep this a secret. We do not wish to frighten our people with fear for the Emperor's health. If you wish to use the Dragonspire spiral key, you must restore His Benevolent Majesty's health. Please speak with Tan King, the High Monk. He can tell you how.
Thank you for seeking me out. Whether it is your need for the Dragonspire spiral key or the Muda's invisible hand that brought you here, I am grateful for your help, wizard. We have a large task ahead of us. In order to heal His Imperial Majesty, we must restore his mind, body, and spirit. All is not well. While His Imperial Majesty inwardly fights for purity of spirit, the people fight each other on land. Warlord Katsumori has taken His Benevolent Majesty's sword and plunged us into war. I've always believed in the tie between the Emperor and the land, but never witnessed it until now. If we cure His Imperial Majesty's spirit, we may well end the war. Will you help us? The spirit of a samurai resides in his sword, so we must recover His Imperial Majesty's sword from Warlord Katsumori. Samurai Shojiro Gama at Hamatsu Village can tell you more.
Wizard, you arrive at a fateful time. Perhaps with your assistance, the tide of war will turn. We have dishonored His Imperial Majesty. If this village falls, all is lost. Our once peaceful warlord has scattered our forces, and
Gama grimaces as he clutches his side.
I have no strength. I am ashamed to ask. But can you rescue my missing men trapped in the outskirts of the village? Return when you have found them all. We are recovering from the last attack. If my wound continues to trouble me, I won't be able to help this village. I hate to ask, but could you bring me goji berries from the forest? They may help my wound.